Hello, this is RICKY, the Android guy. Hey guys, today we're bringing you another review, and this is for the Gear S3 Frontier. Now, with this model, this is the connected version, meaning you're connected to the internet at all times with LTE. Now, one of the big reasons for this is something that unfortunately I did not get to check out during the testing, which is you can actually stream Spotify, which although I would really love to check that out, I wasn't able to. So that's one really big thing for it. With this watch, you get a band that looks more like a sportier kind of feel. I'm not sure if it's rubber or what exactly it is, but you can easily change it out. It's a standard 22 millimeter band, so you can just pop that right out and switch it out for any 22 millimeter band you come across. Now with this, you do have a couple of buttons right here, and that is a back button and a home button, and you rotate the wheel to get anywhere. But if you have Samsung Pay on here, it's an annoying pin, and the problem with the pin is you can't time it out. So even if I would right now want to get a time, just not have to do my pin right away, guess what? If I go back and if I turn the screen off and then go back again, it's automatically back on. So I find that very annoying. I feel like you should have a time period where you don't need to enter the pin in, and you can do it sequentially. So I wanted to do it 1 2 3 4 for you guys, but I had to do it in a different order. So you have that ability, and again, see, if it feels that the screen is going off, then it will have you to type in the pin again. So that can be a really annoying part if you have Samsung Pay on here. Now if you have Samsung Pay on here, you just hold that button down and then you have to enter the pin yet again, which again makes no sense to have the Samsung Pay come up. And when you do, all you have to do is go into it. I won't show you the actual card, but basically when you have it there, basically all you have to do is tap against your credit card machine, and any credit card machine. You can use this on a parking meter that takes credit cards. You can use it on any Square terminal, doesn't have to be the new one, anything, and it will work automatically. So you really have to love that purpose. Now what about the apps themselves, the app availability, and everything else, and the battery life? So let's get to the battery life first, because I think that's one of the biggest things on smartwatches, is that this actually is on its second day, over 24 hours using it, left it on all night, did not turn it off for the night, and it's at 51%. Now this is with Bluetooth connected the entire time, so keep that in mind. It wasn't with LTE, but so it definitely looks like you can get 2 days out of it. I personally like to turn my smartwatch off at night, but if you're one of those people that like to check your sleeping regimens and how much you're moving at night, then you can use this on your wrist all night, just like I did, and you have no problem with that. So in terms of that ability, in terms of battery life, you're going to be pretty good all around. Yeah, you have lots of widgets to go by, and you can see even how your not only your health is going, but you have lots of widgets coming for different apps now. So you have a barometer, so if you want that kind of stuff, you have that available to you. You have contacts, and even 4 contacts so you can quickly call and text message them, which is nice, especially if you're driving in a car. It's a nice quick way of doing it. You have things like I can control my lights with this, so I like that ability. You also have the ability to do reminders. The problem is that the reminders are only here, they're not on your phone as well, so I wish that it would have integrated with something along the lines of Google Keep or something like that, although I know Samsung isn't trying to kind of partner with Google because they have their own Android Wear. But in terms of exercise, you have pretty much every widget you can think of when it comes to exercise, whether it be heart rate, floors, exercise itself, how long you've been doing for the last 24 hours, your caffeine and water intake, your calendar, and then you get to some other apps like Uber and even Yelp, so you have those kind of widgets as well. And yes, you can have Uber and Yelp. Those are probably the biggest two outside of Spotify. But you really can see that with this, you really can move along very easily, and I really like that. I feel the navigation of the wheel is something that every smartwatch should adopt, because it's just so quick and easy, and it allows you to see the screen without actually covering it up, and it's a lot more easier to do than a crown. So I find this to be the best navigation. Overall, battery life is good. Apps are decent and could definitely be better, though that's probably the biggest gripe about it is the app availability. You do have Samsung Pay now, and again, the biggest thing is not yet here, which is Spotify. You can stream that through LTE and just have this with Bluetooth headphones, and you're good. And you can even go and decline a call just like that. So really simple and easy, and that's how you would get this done. Should you buy this watch? Well, in terms of smartwatches, I do feel like it's one of the best, if not the best out there right now, especially for Android across the board. Android Wear 2.0 isn't coming out till next year, and if you're waiting for more of a Google ecosystem, then you should wait for that. However, in terms of screen quality, resolution, battery life, I would say this pretty much beats out every single Android Wear watch currently on the market. And also in terms of functionality, being able to use this without anything else is what Android and Apple are trying to get to with standalone apps, and this already has had it for a long time. So that being said, should you buy it? Definitely if you're built into the Samsung ecosystem and you have Galaxies, this should be your first choice. However, I would say if you're on Android in general, which this does work with any Android 4.4 and up, including the Samsung Pay, then you might want to wait till Android Wear 2.0 comes out next year. Alright guys, thank you as always for watching. If you do have any questions about this smartwatch, please feel free to ask in the comment section down below. This has been RICKY, the Android Guy.